One thing Philadelphia cannot let happen in this game is to fall down early, and they're starting their first drive of the game in bad field position. They need to move the ball a little bit at least, get a couple first downs. They cannot fall behind by like 10 or 14 points earlier. That's the only thing that can really destroy them in this game, because they could just give it to Adrian Peterson and Chester Taylor every play and not going to win like that. So they need to get off to a good start here. Well, Deshaun Jackson just made himself a big difference. The Minnesota special teams have had a problem covering punts and kickoffs all year, and Deshaun broke one for like 50 yards just now and resulted in a Philadelphia field goal, so it's 3-0 Philly. Alright, Eagles having some problems on offense, some problems in short yardage per usual, but Akers just hit a 51-yarder with plenty of room to spare, so they got a 6-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. So, looking up. Alright, Adrian Peterson just broke off a long touchdown run, like a 45-50 yarder. The Eagles were stacking the box with like 8 guys right up there because it was 3rd and 2, and they were planning on stopping the short run. And Peterson just got past the line of scrimmage. The offensive line did a great job blocking, and he pretty much just romped the rest of the way into the end zone, no problem. So it's 7-6 Minnesota, shaping up to be a pretty good game. Well, Eagles still can't pound it into the end zone. Kicked another field goal just now. They're up 9-7. At least they're scoring points, you know. I mean, better than nothing. Anyway, 9-7. So they are up. If nothing else, they just gotta force Tavares Jackson into a turnover or two, and I think they can really get rolling. What'd I say, guys? What did I say? You force Tavares Jackson into a turnover or two and things are going to go well, and they just forced the best turnover you could have. Tavares threw a stupid pass into the flats. Asante Samuel read it, picked it off, went back to the house. Nobody even touched him. Philly on top 16-7, and now they've got a 2-score lead, so you can force Tavares to throw a little bit more, and good things are going to happen for the Eagles. Well, Minnesota definitely needed that. They just had a nice drive for a touchdown. Tavares looked good. They ran the ball pretty well. Peterson just took it in. It's 16-14, and they desperately needed to do that before the half, and there's about 2 minutes left for Philadelphia to try and respond. If they can get in the end zone here, they would be right back where they were before that drive, so plenty of time. Alright, I guess Andy Reid's play calling might have struck again, I'm not sure, but the Eagles had 3rd and 1. They were trying to put together a scoring drive at the end of the half, and they caught the Minnesota defense with their hands in their pants, and McNabb tried to be Peyton Manning and throw deep, but unfortunately Cedric Griffin had perfect coverage on Kevin Curtis and got the pick. I don't know if Minnesota's going to try and do anything before the half here. Probably not. Yeah, they're just going to run the clock out, but doesn't make a lot of sense to me. He had a wide open option over the middle of the field. I don't know why he felt the need to go deep to Curtis there. That kind of hurts, but they'll go into the half with a 2-point lead. Okay, it's turning into a little bit of a defensive battle here. The Eagles actually had a good drive going that started from their own 5, but they ended up having to punt just before they got into field goal range because of a sack. But the Eagles just forced a 3-and-out. It's fourth quarter's a couple minutes away, and Eagles just about to get the ball back around midfield, looks like. Deshaun Jackson actually just took it back to the Vikings 40, so if they move the ball like 10 yards, they'll have a chance to take a 5-point lead, and hopefully they can get a little more than that. So it's almost crunch time. Well, that's why you pay Jared Allen the big bucks. He just forced a big fumble, and assuming it stands, which it looks like it will, that's 3 points, maybe 7 taken off the board for Philadelphia, and Minnesota gets the ball in good field position, so staying in this one. I guess nobody really wants this game. The Vikings punted, the Eagles just punted now. They once again got real close to field goal range and just couldn't get there. Vikings get the ball back at the 20. I think it's going to come down to a Tavares Jackson turnover. He already has one. He almost had another earlier on a fumble. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Tavares Jackson sack, fumble, or an interception. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. Alright, Westbrook hadn't been able to run the ball all game, so they got it to him on a little screen. He made 3 or 4 guys miss. There was great downfield blocking. 70-yard catch and run by Westbrook for the touchdown. Philly's up by 9 right now with about 6 minutes left, and you know Tavares Jackson, game's on his shoulders now. Looks like Philly's got this thing, just got to close it out, make sure they don't let Tavares Jackson beat them. And as I say this, he just overthrew a little 5-yard out, so yeah, I'm so glad I bet against him. Yeah, that drive consisted of an overthrow and a 5-yard slant by Tavares, a attempt to throw as he was getting hit by Chris Clemens that nearly resulted in a pick, and then he threw deep and overthrew by about 7-8 yards. So that's the Tavares Jackson story for you, and Minnesota just punted, and Philadelphia has a chance to put this game on ice. Yep, rough day for Tavares. Not surprising. That's all in the center right there, but there was a low snap. It bounced off his foot. Philadelphia recovers. Less than 3 minutes left. Philly has the ball down by 9 at midfield. Looks like this one's about over. I guess Minnesota still has 3 timeouts, but that's about it. For the record, I kind of need Philadelphia to either not score or kick a field goal here. If they score a touchdown, that puts them on the over. So, no touchdowns, please. Okay, Philly kicked them a field goal, so they're up 26-14, and no more points. If there's another score in this game, I lose the 4-way bet I had this morning. So, yeah, there's a minute and a half left. Minnesota just got the ball deep in their own territory, so I think I'm safe, but no defensive touchdowns, no safeties, no nothing, please. Yeah, that'd be really frustrating for me because this game is over. Alright, Philly wins. I win my bet. Game just wrapped up on a Hail Mary by Tavares Jackson, basically. Congratulations, Philadelphia. You're moving on, playing the Giants next week, and, you know, that's a winnable game, I suppose. Maybe. Minnesota, again, you know, this was an improvement over last year. You won the division. Showed some promising things. Losing a home playoff game is always a disappointment, but got definitely some good things to take away from this season and this somewhat even this game. So that's about it. See you guys next week.